Ash, can you pause that 1 second? Um, your what is it? What is the terrain? The terrain is snow for the most part. Uh, Snow and flatland. It's pretty much what the terrain looks like for this map. So if you can find a really good way to actually maximize all the land that you have, you'll be able to really sprawl and spread out. But my recommendation, just like my number one recommendation, just like on all of my videos, is to focus on your the exoskeleton of your interstate, your highway. That has to be oh, in French? Oh man. Uh it's a pleasure to meet you, that's for sure. The gamer. That's pretty cool, but I do not know French. I apologize for the language barrier, but I do understand what your question was, and that's pretty much it. Uh, I hope I gave you at least a picture of what it was your question was for what the terrain is like. But that's pretty much the terrain. As you can see, woodsy, trees, flatland, valley. I'm currently trying to turn off. Uh, that's not one. I'm trying to turn off all of my health services. Does it count for that too? It can't count for that. The saunas? There's no way. It can't count for that. Yes. Well, islands mostly. Islands. So not really beach. Island. Or at least the tip of a continent really is what it is almost what it looks like. Almost like a Rhode Island, if you will. Yes. Yes, island in a sense. The center part. The rest of it really looks like man, I don't want to say this center part is an island, almost like Rhode Island, but it's mostly a just large flatland, a big continent. I don't think. Yeah, this is more like a continent. That's more like a continent. Subscribe you? I'll definitely check you out. If you what kind of games do you play? I don't do much streaming myself. But I at least take your name down. Cool. Now I feel like I have a sprawling death rate. That is not. That's not fun. That's not fun. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Still going, still trying to make it survive for the most part. Dropping in funds, and I feel like I got a death rate going, but I can't. It's about to try and offset. Man, yeah, I might have a death rate issue on my hands. I'm gonna, oh man, okay. So focus. If there's gonna be a death rate, it's gonna be a minute until the population goes back positive, so I need to prepare for the jump. But I am running out of room. Let's try and do this. To be honest, how do you do the city? I'll explain that right now. Oh man, let me see that one. And we'll save that for now. Man, they're going fast. Okay, so first, number one rule is your interstate, your highway. Let me give you a good. Yeah, I got a death rate on the. No, heck, no. Yeah, no. At least turn the two of those things on because this thing doesn't seem to be working. Okay, so, first things first, interstate. When you make this as good as good as you can, it's the founding structure and the basis. It's the skeleton and the support for your city, or even your county. I did a county comprised of smaller cities. Because that's what worked for that's how I shaped my exoskeleton for my highway. When you're done painting out all of your highway, I mean, it's gonna be hard not to start a new city. But when you fill up a space, like I started here. This is the first city I started with, Amberdale. Okay, I started here. Once I filled up all of this land, I had to, of course, expand. And this right here, this road, what is this? The 20 we're looking at? Yeah. This is part of Interstate 20. It ends in Amberdale. This was my beginning entrance to the city, and I had to reshape it over time. This was the start. And this was, I had to change this intersection from a T intersection to the Clover. But once I did this, I knew I was going to start expanding. So before I did anything else, I saved up my money and started to build the rest of the exoskeleton, the highways, all the way across. Started building it all the way across. Got a good feel for what it was. And then I built this. Well, actually, this came at the same time, but this was the first part. You have to do this first. Because I built it so elaborate, it's based off of the High 5 interstate in Texas, United States. You can look it up on Google. It's based off of it. It's so strong. It can support so many cars, so many trucks. It's got a dense enough roads, and it goes in 4 different directions, which means my population can spread 4 different ways. And thus, along the whole highway, you see along the interstate, just like in real world, all of the cities, all of your towns and villages are built off of your highways. So do the same thing. Do the same thing. What makes it so good is if this whole city, if the whole town, the whole county, how many times you need for you to do your city? It took probably about 10 times, 10 different maps to learn the game and learn what was what, how it worked. And even right now, I'm still learning. As big as this is, I still have a lot to learn. Um, it is not done. The creators of this game were so brilliant uh, when they put everything, even as far as to every individual person accountable in the game. So it took me like 10 times, and I'm still studying. It doesn't end. Where is that? I know there's a hospital here. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, because this is an issue. Where in the world? Oh, did that really? This must have been working. I dare you to send out a car. This thing never. Oh well. It used an ambulance. Okay, so it does work. All right, whatever. Um. Okay, so yeah, it took me 10 times, but after I was done with those 10 times, I started to come to this. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you my other city. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna load it. It is this one. Okay. The city I'm about to show you is the city I did before the one before the one you were just looking at. I'm gonna show you how my knowledge previously continues to add on into each city, and you have to take the time to practice and look at all of your graphs. You need to take the time to follow the people, everything. Take your time with it. This is as you can see. Look, I-10 Shire to downtown. Um, Playing a game is mentally exhausting after a few hours. Well, I mean, I have a video on here that's about a good like 10, 12 hours long. I won't lie, it does get exhausting, but depending on how you manage your city, it's not. You don't have to worry about any uh, little management or anything like that. They will. The people themselves, depending on how well you've built it, even more so, depending on how well you've built your interstate, your highway, your whole, like 50 to 75% of your buildings could be abandoned and the city will repair itself because of the fact that you built such a strong support system that the people themselves is no different from, well, maybe a little bit imaginative, don't get me wrong, but it's almost no different from when a country's in recession. Uh, it takes people to go to work, to be able to get on the interstate, travel out to different places, keep those businesses making money, keep the country still trying to make money, keep it alive. You can reach a deficit, and you can even reach a Great Depression. But uh, if you don't put the proper supports in for the population as far as road management and basic city services as far as your fire department and everything like that. If you don't put those basic things in, you won't recover. You just can't. And your roads have to be able to support all of it. If with this right here, I can support high volumes of traffic, high amounts of product. Every single car, every truck, every vehicle is money when you look at it that way. Sounds a little messed up, but every single one of them, even down to the individual person, when you're thinking in terms of a city or a country, is money. So you have to. Oh, good job, James. Um, Very good job. You got to show me a picture of that, man. So do that. But as you can see, I don't want to go too off topic, but this is the map, of course, that I was doing before the map that I'm doing now. And as you can see, I was practicing with the interstate. It's not as big. See, it's not as big as the one I'm doing now, but it has the same features. The interstate, if you look at this one, notice it's not that elaborate as, let me try to get a better view. Notice it's not that elaborate or that as big as the one I'm currently doing, right? Because this interstate, this road system, does not support it. It'll only support maybe two big sprawls on its left and right sides, and that's it. I would have to I would have to push and maximize as much as I can out of just those two spots. It's almost like a money power grid in a sense. The more efficient your grid is, the more you can pump out of every individual, little square right into, the stream of where the current is. The more stronger the current is, the more money you would make. It's in that philosophy. If you get what I'm saying, in that idea, um, but it just doesn't support it. So you study everything on each of your maps and you carry it over into the next map. And you have to take your time with it. That's the key to making money in this game, and that's the key to really surviving, and studying and making something that lasts long. Because as big as the one I have right now is, it's just I'm still learning. There's just, I mean, there's still too much to build. Mine looks like it's almost done in a sense, but I guarantee, I assure you, it is not. Yes, actually, it is. A large transport system is key for a higher traffic population, and it is key to uh, carrying that flow of money into your city and keeping it there. Um, as we pan out really quick, you can see just how vastly different this interstate is from the one I just showed you. Vastly different. And not only that, I tried to add a little bit of, I tried to add more efficiency to it, by adding the rail line going with the exoskeleton across the interstate. So now am I not only carrying, the base of money and profit and revenue generation in the in the whole county on my roads, but now I got the rail going, and the rail obviously carries high volume of product, high volumes of people. Um, I took it a step farther and started doing with the uh, the tram, the city tram, and carrying that through the interstate. And this tram actually connects Crescent Valley City, which is a large shopping district. It connects Crescent Valley with Woodland Heights. It goes, and as you can see, the train rail still goes through it, but as you can see, the tram right there, directly from Crescent Valley. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I appreciate that. I really do. Um, but yeah, as you can see, it goes straight into Woodland Heights. And as I said before, when you think of this as a money power grid in a sense, as you can see, I have more. I don't have just a left and a right side. No, I have a left and a right side. North, east, south, west. I've covered every single side, and I've put some in the middle. I've pushed out as much as I possibly could. I'm still trying to, as much as I possibly could, from each individual sector. Instead of trying to just make one big city, this game beautifully, wonderfully, flawlessly allows you to create multiple cities within themselves. Um, I'm looking forward to doing another map, and I might start it. If not tonight, I might do it first thing in the morning. And that's pretty much key. Oh, you brought up this transport. Yeah, so as you can see, this is one of my favorite things that I've done so far. When you do your bus lines, keep them organized. This is transfer terminal beta. Terminal beta is linked to downtown. Then you're looking at transfer terminal Charlie. So each city, for the most part, has a transfer terminal where the bus routes and bus lines and major modes of transportation all converge on to transfer all of the population and um, well, yes and no. Um, Let me explain. As I said to you before, I started at Ambervale. I'm sorry, Amberdale Valley. Um, because of my previous practices and studies with the game and the population and how it works, I took in the time to try and do a little bit of public transportation, and buses were the number one thing I was really trying to get down and make sure I had down. I did have to take some previous knowledge from other games to try and make sure that uh, I can have something to bring to some kind of previous knowledge to make sure I did it right or efficient. But before I did any bus lines, my point is before I did any bus lines, I did, let's see, I made Amberdale and all of its industry back here. Then spread to Nuvera. No. Yes, I did. I spread to Nuvera. Paragon was not here. Um, Crescent Valley. I did the Shire, South and North. I did. Yes, I did do Woodland Heights, and I did downtown. And when I finally did downtown, is when I started to put in the buses. Now, mind you, when I did all of these cities, I gave them, because I knew I was going to do buses and mass transportation, I put down special areas for them. Hence the transfer terminals, where all of the mass transportation is at. They all converge. When you look at the buses, many different lines converge. Your bus stops every block. I do every other block. I do every other block. I try not to put them. Let me see. I try to do every other block depending on if the route can actually make it there or not. But as you see, I try to do every other block. That's like golden rule for me. But if I can't do that, I try not to get too many buses that have a bus stop right corner on the light. Unless I know for sure that they are gonna continue straight, because you don't want a bus. Traffic on this thing is very real. You don't want a bus sitting on the corner on that physics, and then have to make a left turn down this street and transfer across another lane of traffic. It's just gonna clutter everything up behind it. I've seen it happen. It sucks. So yeah, I don't. My golden rule is try to do every other. When it comes to so that's not a bad way to do it either. I think I do that. I do it that way too sometimes. And also depending on the block or the street. It depends. You'll get a taste for what it is that you need. And I'm not gonna lie, every city kind of has different routes, different layouts on where as far as bus routes. But buses. Okay, so transfer terminal Beta, right? Beta, Charlie. It's got and they also have their train connections, bus terminal, bus depot. But Charlie is in Woodland. Alpha is in City of Industry, which is no longer City of Industry because of rezoning purposes. My goodness, late game. Let me see. Oh, transfer Delta is over there, and this is linked to the Shire, South and North Shire. I don't believe Amberdale actually has a transfer terminal because it was so early on. I don't believe it actually does, but you get my drift. Now, after that, this is when the buses are actually key and where you have to pay attention. So first of all, they're labeled. Well, excuse me. First of all, you need to know why you're putting this bus down and where it's going to. Don't just put a bus down because you need a bus. Stop doing that. Nobody should be doing that just because you need a bus. At times you may forget, but if you do forget, if anything to forget, you need to remember to go and name them. But to continue, As you all the terminal, all the beta routes begin with a 2. Beta routes begin with a 2. Alpha routes begin with a 1. Obviously, A, B, C, you get the drift. Yeah, and then as you can see, some of these have a 206B. I'll explain Viridian to downtown. I'll explain that in a minute. It just, well, actually, it just means B and A. They basically mean that they go to the same area. They're for the same purpose. They just had to split the route between 2 different things to cover 2 different purposes. These A and B routes are mostly routes trying to carry over citizens over to a work area or something, and I can only do half. You want to try and make the buses somewhat efficiency, but I'm still working on that. I make yeah, and that's not a bad way to do it either. To be honest, that's not a bad way to do it either. Let me show you what's very key. Shire to downtown. Where is it? Alpha to South Shire to downtown estate. Come on. Emberdale. Alpha to. Here we go. Okay, so Beta to Charlie Terminal. So this route right here, Beta to Charlie Terminal. This means it's going directly to Charlie's Terminal as a transfer route. These are very important. Why? When people get off this bus, they are, like I said before, they're accounted for. So they will literally, if you've ever watched them, they will literally get off the bus, they will go to another bus just to get to somewhere else in the city if the bus route that they were originally on does not take them to where they want to go. They will find their way there. If you can't give them an efficient enough way there, they'll generate a car, which of course adds to traffic. So, but as you can see, they're gonna, some get off, they move over to the next transfer route, and they wait for the bus. Now, as they get on the bus, to solve that issue of getting them to where they need to go, every city has what? A transfer terminal. So Beta Terminal, this route, and as it goes into here, it stops once or twice in here. And this is just for added to pick up extra people coming off of taxis or what have you from other modes of transportation. Make it easier for them. But it comes off of Beta, hits the interstate, and transfers to Charlie. Excuse me, my tongue twister. Transfers to Charlie, and then drops its people off. And those people, as you can see, the route's over here. Those people will get off the route and possibly transfer over to one of the other ones, just like that one bus just did just now. Hold on, what are they gonna do? They just got off in the white and transferred over to different routes. You see what I'm saying? This is why transfer routes are key. They literally need to get to other places. Put those in, plant it in your cities, and you'll be able to know what routes need to really go where. And not only that are they just there for the transfers, but this also means buses also apparently generate a ticket price, which means they generate some income. So filling up each one of these with routes throughout your entire county or your entire city with these, every single one of them, money and more efficiency. And that's not even covering the rest. That doesn't even cover the rest of all the different types of transportation combined with this. People coming off of taxis, people coming from the trams, people coming from the train terminals, the planes. It goes on and on. So those are some of the base keys for your cities. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it only makes you really imagine as to just how much in detail our world is actually ran, and only, of course, the people who run those jobs really truly know or study them. But I hope I'm not that far off, because I don't really want to mislead anybody. It's just how I feel about, or the conclusion that I've come to on my own of just how stuff works to some degree. And it's not, of course, based all off this. You know, all of my understanding is off this, but I'm taking understanding of outside world to try and implement it here because, well, what's on the outside, you know, in our real world, obviously works. And if you're gonna have creators that have the audacity, and the you know the kindness to really push forward and create something very special that you know is based off of our reality, then use the same tools, use the same features, the same planning, same style. You can be more elaborate and do different things, of course, but if all those core things implement, so be it. And thank you for the compliment. I really do appreciate. This is like a 5-day project so far, and I'm trying to hold tight to it. Late game gets late game starts to get difficult. So we'll see how long this can actually survive and hold up. At the moment, I'm hoping everything is not full over here. National Guard Unit Charlie. I know, could you really? I know, right? 10 years from now, because you know games are just gonna keep pushing the level and the barrier with, you know. Oh, good job, James. Good job on the planes. Yeah, you know they're just gonna keep pushing the development with technology and what's possible. More room, more space, add more. I mean, if the creators did a multiplayer for this, um, it would have to be probably server based, with the amount of real time that's happening, and that would be just as interesting too. Oh man, better yet, if they allowed me to keep purchasing land tiles outside of this, I would try to build a whole day. I would try to build a whole state. I literally would, or at least half a state. I can't wait to see what they do next with this. This death wave has got to stop. I put in enough already. If I push the envelope, I feel like I am not going to be able to offset. 849 to 871, and it's during the day. I don't like that. Let me see if I can sacrifice a little bit on the budget for the. Probably should not do this, but if it's 100%, we're gonna hope that everything works efficiently. Oh man, this is killing me. This is really killing me. You have, oh wow, 25 tiles. Yeah, that's amazing. Well, yeah, PC, I could see that. You push the envelope with that. I've never got to play this on PC, and I've always wanted to play it. And so I'm very grateful that they came out with this on uh, for console, because I'm all hands. I'm all hands. I enjoy it thoroughly. Gosh, I've got to get rid of this problem. Why is it so bad? That is a large grip of income. And yet I still, for some reason, really need it. The death rate. Is really something else. And I have to try and find a balance, because the number one thing we don't want to do is to go too low. Wait, did he do that on... Did he do that on console? If he did that on console, very nice job. Like, very nice job. Like, very nice job. Yeah, I don't understand that. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. Yeah, but 888 out, 744 or 774. Oh, PC version? Oh, okay. Even still, the time it must have took to even do that is absolutely amazing. That guy really knows his stuff. Okay, so yeah, I think it's balancing out. I don't see that much of a death sprawl anymore. And I'm hoping lowering. Oh, yes, it sure did. Okay. Now, it doesn't have to deal with this. Turn off. I really don't think it has to do with that. And since I finally witnessed that this thing is actually working, then I'm gonna keep some of that off for now. I know I missed my day's peak for revenue. What are we sitting at? 110? If we got a hot no. Well, we'll stress test it. I usually have this riding high right now because death rate, there's death waves that happen every now and again that I've realized because of population. When you zone them, when they moved in, they all moved in at the same time, and I feel like I'm low-key experiencing one now. Ah, jeez, it just grew. My burst over my deaths, that ratio is not the greatest. But why? What else could you possibly... You people are so... I can't give you that much more shopping. You must understand. Okay. This isn't even fully... There's still more shoppers for here. What's the value of this? How much you pumping out? 65? 65 compared to what's Crescent Valley pumping out? 75. Okay, this is no longer... This is no longer City of Industry. I'm gonna have to find another name for that because of rezoning purposes. But okay, so the store rate goes down, yes, but you're just gonna want more stores again soon. I feel like I have no choice because they're gonna end up demanding it regardless. That's already crammed. I put stores over there. That's done. At least that flows. The offices can stay. I think jamming this up might be a terrible idea. None of you turn. Yes? Will you work for that? Nope, you're just gonna stay the same. Ooh, no you're not. Oh, yeah. Very nice. All lanes of traffic. That's what we want to see. That is money. What is happening over here, though? What's up with this? Really? Oh, I guess if it's a runway. Oh. 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 Oh my. Um, it's not an issue, but it's not sitting right with me. Eventually, I'm gonna have to fix this, I feel like. Um, a nice tip, you guys, when it comes to this traffic stuff, don't shy away from it and don't panic away from it. Literally, you'll catch me in a couple of videos, just staring at traffic for a moment when I see certain jam ups. Because when you have this interstate, like I said, the interstate is the most important thing. Your highway is the most important thing. It flows like water. When you have backed up water, that's just obviously Obviously, that's tragic. Constant flow. Keep that money moving. Money stops, economy stops. Traffic stops, economy stops. Honestly, to be honest, if our trucking industry in the United States went down, I have no idea. I have no idea. Almost all product touches a truck at some point in time. Everything seems fine for the most part. The only thing I have to do is really try to balance out these RCIs and get this money back. I think I'm gonna redistrict because this spike at night is, what are we at? 825 total at 100,000 or 725. Is it growing still or is it done? No, it's okay. It's dropping. I don't remember what the highest point was. Where is? Ah, crap. Hit over that 15. I'm dropping now. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Okay, wow, this just opened up a whole nother. Why have I not sat here and done this yet? I'm so glad I got to this point. This is so much fun now that why did I not do that? Oh my gosh. Ashley, they have a whole budget thing. Like when you're making money, they for some reason, I don't know how they're calculated, but they put a budget for you to spend. They put a whole... Come here. Come look at this. Influx. Influx of what? I need to sit here and do this. Look. Okay. So, Treasury, right? I almost hit that 16 mil. But not only that, for some reason, I don't know why I have not looked at it, but this could have been very helpful. Telling you the city's budget. I'm guessing, I have to assume, spending budget of what they're trying to tell me we recommend you spend in these parameters. And we were just talking about how we wish we had some kind of advisory. Well, this is a whole panel, a whole council, if you will, even though of course it's graphs and charts, but this is no, I think this is what they're telling me that because I have I have 13 mil. It's not that I'm currently, I definitely didn't place anything down worth 800,000 within that amount of time. I think literally what it's trying to tell me to say is if you want to stay in the positive, and I might have to double check this with other people that play the game or look it up. But what I feel like what it's really telling me is from the start of the game, if you'd have looked at this at certain point in times in the game, we would have been telling you if you just keep your spending up under this point where our graph is at right now, we should keep constantly gaining money.
Right. Okay.
2018, yeah, subtracted all the way from that time. So I really, yeah, no lie. Taxation, showing me how much I've been gaining from taxes.
I guess statistics. So it's like, has anything failed?
There was definitely a hard economic drop in 2078, and I think that was when we did that test, stress test with the police and the crime rate. I think that's when that happened, around that time. Yeah, and we hit a nice um almost a damn recession,
Like
a
everything is
recession, if
good.
you will,
Everything,
because it,
well, from right now, everything is.
well, yeah, on taxation. Right now, I'm trying to get death rate has been over the last couple of what you call it, it's been drastic.
Right now, you're kind of at a bad
Oh
point.
shoot, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it.
Go to jobs.
Yeah, it is actively reflecting, definitely that. But what I'm trying to hopefully understand is what are you exactly telling me? And see, of course, I don't know everything. I'm trying to make sure I study. That's a perfect. If you read the titles, I'm trying to study these things and really get an understanding. Um, but I'm trying to see, yes, you've been tracking my budget, but what budget? My spending budget, or that I've averagely, am I've on average I've been spending around that much, or are you telling me you recommend I spend in this much, even though of course I know it's not an advisor? So I don't know. I'll have to keep seeing. I have to test this in a certain way unless somebody knows the exact answer, because for some reason my understanding is just not connecting at the moment. But even still, uh, though I've taken the time to do other things within the city and study other parts, this for sure is one I really need to start looking at um, over time. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to really start looking at this over time. 15 minutes. Damn, man, yeah, I need to get back up. I'm trying not to lose that. I'm trying not to lose that, but this this budget is killing me. I have to wait around for daylight. Once daylight hits, uh, I'm hoping I get that spike, that midday spike, increase in revenue. We go back positive. I'm gonna have to check the graph on that to see if we really did make anything. Um, but that's what we're really gonna have to wait on, is to see if that budget really went up. If to see if we really gained an increase. I'm hoping so much that lower on this is gonna be okay. Because we do have our death rate is up right now. We are negative in our population increase, so we'll have to wait for that to roll over. And it generally takes, actually, I'm not really sure, a day and a half cycle to really oh well, daylight as far as the sun. Um, oh, you know what? Hey, I wonder if the sunlight dictates off of, since there's 12 months in a year that it's calculating. So in January, does the sun come up? Why have I not taken that into account? I feel like that would be like base city skylines early stone age philosophy to go off of. When it's daylight, I'm gonna make money. When it's night, we're gonna lose money. Ah, okay, I'm sorry, self joke. Maybe it's not funny, I'm a little corny, I'm sorry. It was funny to me. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to wait for that and really see if that daylight spike works on, comes up, or money spike comes up. In the meantime, I can definitely see the impact our road budget decrease is starting to happen unless I'm experiencing hard snowfall. This can get bad when your roads at this point reach have to reach the 6 lane highway point. That's when you're really gonna need to keep an eye on your road maintenance. And I'm talking, uh, you're gonna want to do things as far as, here we go, things as far as the interstate road maintenance. And literally, it is as it says. These vehicles jam out and directly in. Oh, come on now, no, this isn't happening because obviously there's no traffic behind you guys that much. This has to change. I think you'll be fine. This is why the kingdom is all freaking snowy, because you guys are still locked in here. Get out. Go. Yes, you're free, because I said so. I'm sorry that I blocked you up in the first place. Alright? Alright. But anyways, um, you want to put things like that if you can. Um, and it's not even nothing special about the district. It's just naming purposes, theme purposes, organizational purposes, to know what's what, where is where. And I mean, when you do the interstate road maintenance, go as far as doing. Where is it at? You can get a little more crafty. If you ever traveled before, I did truck driving last year as an occupation across the United States, and that was very fun. Um, but it enlightened me as to how our interstate is across the country, and obviously we have DLT checkpoints, so I themely did one of those, and the welcome center to the entire county, and that is actually on the edge of town, as it would be out in state crossing. And there's one over here, and of course it comes complete with their police stations. And this is efficient. I This is the map that I was really first testing this on. These officers, it's efficient as far as planning and placement. As far as the number of them and how much I'm spending as far as expenses, is still to be determined a little bit. But I'm still obviously in the positive. But they will leave this area, and they will inject themselves into the interstate and literally cover everywhere because of the efficiency of the interstate. I'm very serious. Crime rate is sitting only at 6%, keeping our criminals detained, and there aren't very many. Let me explain. I think I have these two in the Shire because the Shire is like my favorite place. So the Shire gets to have the regional university and university hospital, but it comes complete with two police precincts. But just like the DOT is when you get these. And this works just the same. It's separate from those cities, separate from them. It's its own exit, it's its own area, its own district. And they will as you can see, police cars in use 25 of 25. They're all out there handling business, and they will patrol out there until they get a call, just like actual police will. So you have the I-40 highway patrol. Where are we looking at? I-40, Interstate 60, 40. Keep going down to 40. I-70. Complete with 4. And I think 3 out of 4 of the highway patrol areas come complete with the prison as well. And how this yeah. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 prisons here. I'll show you where all of them are. You'll be able to see where all of them are. The motorcycles in the game, which, yeah, that actually wouldn't be too bad if there was. Oh, I was just talking about just yesterday, how organized crime here would actually be very interesting. Some kind of antagonist, if you will. Um, in the game that actually not necessarily disasters. I don't agree with disasters. Many people that I spoke with, as far as other city simulation games go, we didn't really like the disaster thing too much. We play with it off all the time. But if you have something that is of the city itself, of a fabric of the city itself, in a sense of antagonist factor, organized crime would be very interesting because for the fact that I can sit here and do highway patrols like this, even if they added on in a DLC, certain types of police force to fight back against it, that is, I think that would be awesome. I just think that would be absolutely awesome. Something of that type. It doesn't even have to be that though. The I-30. Oh yeah, leaf force. Highway investigation, and I'll literally go out into the city and find. I'll show you just for proof. Let's check downtown. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Let's see who you are. Okay. I-30's Highway Patrol. Right there on that top left, I-30. Hiya! I found you. Stop it. I-70 traffic unit and an I-70 Highway Patrol. Slum areas with rack houses. Oh, dang. Okay, I-70. Oh, yeah, that's because this one actually has that small little slide on that road. I forgot. They actually have a small injection into this city. That's not half bad. That is not half bad. Uh, but you start to catch my drift. They really, they really expand. I don't think Northshire has a single police thing in here. I could have sworn I just added one. Oh yeah, the I-50s. I gotta redistrict name this. If I districted it out yet. Nope. This is I-50 Highway Patrol here. Right up against the transfer terminal. Alright, so the daylight definitely came around, and we're up. That's for sure. Let me see. Scrap. You're not showing me right now because I'll have to let a couple of years go by, and I don't know how to zoom in on you, so I'll have to wait. I'll have to wait. 895, 826 in the day. I think we definitely gained. I want to say we're up 400,000 from at night. I could have sworn I was at 13,000. Not, what in the world? I think I just said that all wrong. Anyways, we're up. I've got it. I wonder if these things even pump out any money at all. Just visitors and tourists, and yet I still, even though I have that bus routes going, I really still, if you could see that black grid up under for the underground road, I really am trying to finish that. I feel like once I can get that grid completed and really running smooth. I mean, there's one or two lines so far that's running. Yeah, the Metro A and B. Bedded to downtown, bedded to Viridian. That's a lot of passengers. Yeah, once I get that going, that grid finished, I think another surge. Actually, no. I believe another surge in income is definitely going to take place. Because that's just too many people being carried at once. Yeah, that's just way too many people being carried at once. I feel like you can come up a lot from that. So, I'll have to... What is up with this? Please don't be spread all over the place. It's not that bad, but somebody pick these people up, please. I don't want to mess with that RCI just yet. But I am going to need more industrial. Which means something else is going to have to be rezoned. I just don't know exactly what. The more I get rid of these office zones. It doesn't. It doesn't spark an increase like that. Try to supply the demand for these stores. This is gonna pull traffic back here, that's for sure. So I have to have a little bit of faith in the current road system that we have placed going down here. Really, there's only one way down here. That's faulty planning on my part. This whole street going down this one way. Little faulty planning on that end. Should have been at least 2 main roads, to be honest. I could have worked that in. So we're hoping a surge of new traffic for shopping doesn't cause any jams. They're gonna keep asking for more of that, so let's actually do, since this is office. Uh-oh. I changed my mind. You don't have to do that. I changed my mind. It's too close. But you will do that. And you're low-key too close too. So you know what? Cancel that. Yeah, that can stay. Skirt. Yeah, we can do that. There. Put clean industry next to it. Just try and supply that demand. My goodness. Yo, chill out. You're growing stupid fast. Just thirsty, that's what you are. Hungry for some goods. Alright, so we'll hopefully that'll do our industrial demand some justice, and here we go with this mess. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Yo, figure it out. Yeah, that's the way. Probably gonna jam up again regardless, but hopefully that does something, because there's gonna be a lot more cars coming this way, and I am not in the mood for another solved me traffic case right now. Oh, but you know what? There is ample land back here. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much. If you do this, you're awesome. Aw. I thought I was special. Turns out I'm not. Yes, please. That should defend that up again. Oh, RCI is balanced out at the moment, which means we should start getting an increase in population. Yes. But we need more though. Where else? We need more. Goodbye. Yo, chill. What is this? Become one thing. You become one thing. And then we'll wait to see what happens with that. Oh! Bah! Oh, this is gonna be an issue. Oh, this is gonna be an issue. Oh, bullocks. You guys gotta stop that. I can't allow that. Bullocks. Mulligan. Oh, hey. Oh, you fixed yourself. Good job. Okay, maybe I don't have to do anything. No, no. Please don't. Just don't jam up. That's all I'm asking. Do what you will. Go where you want to go. Just don't jam. Is that population? Or is that stores? Stores. Can we get some population boom? Oh, okay, well, other places are probably gonna boom up first. I guess that makes sense. That's fair. No, yeah, no, that's fair. That's real fair. You gotta move. Oh, I gotta take advantage of this. We got a whole... Yes, business plaza? Yes. Yeah, we could do that. That should continue to supply that. It's a good thing we got a little bit of increase on the last day cycle. So that's covering for our negative right now while everything rezones. So that's not that's not bad at all. Okay. I do want to do that, but oh, hey, hello. Is that a connection? It is not one. But I do see this. Yes. Oh, don't. Okay. No, that's cool. It's totally fair. No, it's fine. It's totally fair. Totally fair. You should be able to connect directly across to somewhere. Why is there no center beam here? Oh, yes, yes it is a big city. Thank you very much, my friend. Glad you like it. Haha. This goes to nothing. So, oh, oh man, you can't do that. We'll just connect it to there for now. I'm gonna have to really finish out that, what is this thing called? Metro? Yeah, metro station. I really gotta finish that out. If I could complete that, that is a big splurge of people, and we really want that. 70,000, Mr. James, you're awesome. Good job, man. That little guy's awesome. I don't need to turn you on anymore. So I think the only thing I need to do is really wait for... Is there really a death? What is happening? Oh my gosh, 1,044 deaths a week, 623 births. That's not offsetting still. It feels like it's increasing, and I don't like that. It's not even necessarily that anybody's crying because of sickness. It's just, well, besides him, and somebody should really go get that. So an ambulance should just pick... Yes, okay, thank you. Oh, wait, pause. Where are you coming from? Owner hospital? What hospital? What hospital? University? No. No, University Hospital's closed down. Why did I not name the hospital you came from? Are you... Don't hit the interstate, because if you hit the interstate, I'm not gonna... It's no telling. What hospital did he come from? I don't want to sit here and follow him. But I need to know where exactly he came from. Because it didn't come from that thing. I'm having an issue, well, not an issue, but I'm keeping a watchful eye on my medical budget because it's very high. And I do have the monument in the city. So I'm trying to get the monument to work, which does work, just not as much often, and people keep telling me to shut off all of my my hospitals and my clinics, which I did. That hospital, this hospital budget, which is why I'm keeping an eye on it, is one of the main factors as to why I don't have as big of a rate of revenue coming in. Generate enough income. I don't know where he came from, so I'm gonna have to just figure that out later. The day's increase is about to hit, so I need to wait for a second and see just how well see where we cap out at in terms of our rate of income. I need to know where where our rate of budget is at. So since I know daylight's coming around. Not even all of you guys are tourists. Slow. The kingdom is actually, if you guys haven't noticed yet, the kingdom is well, first of all, it's the last plot of land that I purchased. This whole thing that we're looking at, this is the last plot of land that I purchased. And what the kingdom is, or basically represents the theme of this city, for the county, is a convergence of all of the districts or the different cities or corporations in here. They all converged on this one plot of land. So, as you can see, you got Shield Smart Metal. Well, actually, you can start right here. Sunset Construction, Nuvera Empire Forestry, Shield Smart Metals, Southshire Diamonds. And when you pan out, what did I say? Southshire, Shield Smart, Nuvera. Southshire. So these people own that industry over there in the theme of the county. Nuvera Empire. They got their stake out there. I believe Paragon has a business park out there or something like that. Crescent Valley, I don't think has anything inside of the kingdom, but it does have two industrial factors. Because this thing is actually all, if you haven't seen that yet, for the most part, is all blue industrial. Pumping out that much, 75. And value. Not bad. And so Crescent has Crescent Valley Forestry and Valley Farms owners to that, and you can kind of get the you can get the theme of what I tried to, the theme of the organization I tried to keep within the city, and that to me helped help me know where everything is where, what's what, so on and so forth. And plus, it doesn't look half bad. An airport? Oh yeah, dude. I thought you saw the different airports there are already. Kingdom Town Gate. There's this terminal here. You're also gonna look at downtown Airport Terminal. And I do believe there is one more, and that is the Transfer Terminal Alpha. So yeah, there's 4 of them in here. Wait, 3. There's 3 in here. Now what I need to do... Oh, the spike is up. 100,000. Ah, it must have started dropping and I might have missed it again. We didn't go below 14 million, which is actually good news. And okay, yeah, so you're not gonna show me my budget till like the next decade increase on that. Okay, so it is not telling me how much I should probably spend right now. Nope, figured it out. Go away. Got it. I hope my trains are doing well. Alrighty, stop. Where is he going? Where's my... Oh, Tetris Tower LLC. I know that. I know that I know that cargo terminal. I know that. Hey, White, you only have 80. How do you only have 80% of a load going to Tetris Terminal? And why is there traffic? What is the meaning of this? Every now and again, you just gotta ride a bus route, ride a train route. Because if you don't know what's going on in your city, you don't know that there's a backup, you don't know that there's traffic. You're gonna be at a standstill. You'll just be at a standstill for a long, long time. So when you get the opportunity, take a ride. Take a ride just to see how your city acts, operates. Where do they go? What do they do? And why the heck are they doing it? Because if it's something that's gonna negatively impact, there's no way it should exist. Or even be a thing. Gosh, you're still going? Yo, whoa, 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 chill out. Well, except that little bit of train, except for that little bit of train traffic, everything for the most part seems alright. I don't think I see major buildups anywhere, so everything's still flowing smoothly. Smoothly, we should be able to keep income coming in as long as everything is running. And we've arrived at Tetris Towers LLC. Give me my load. Puppy Safe Cargo Corporation. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That spike in stores. And did our death rate balance out yet? No. Why? What is the meaning of this? This is not a high enough rate for you or what? Go away and upgrade. Come on. You're just not gonna? I'm gonna have to force you? Really, people? Get out. Bye. Thank you. Appreciate it. Your lack of cooperation. There has to be a better way. There has to be a better way. Unless that demand is just keep skyrocketing. I need to get past 250,000 residents. Why is that possible? You know what? I'm contemplating on really turning back on, they seem fine though. I'm contemplating on turning back on my, hospitals. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Did I not turn off the Interstate Medical Center? I did not. Why have I not done that? But you're operating too. Hey, oh, whoa, hello. Whoa, whoa. The hell? That was weird. What, I'm sorry. Uh, what's happening here? Why? Oh, it's super cold. That's why. And I guess you're causing me a super negative right now because you're. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Hold. No. What is that freaking sound? on, come on, come on, come on. More heat means less power, right? More heat, less power. Nope. We're just really growing to where we need more power and it's not stretching. Okay. I guess we'll turn on auxiliary power. Oh, mamma mia. Whoa, okay. Whoa, my apologies for not taking you more seriously. Really? Oh, man. Something's up. Yeah, we're having serious fluctuations. Oh my gosh, okay. Alright, that's cool. How is that? Hmm. Whoa, I'll be right back. Alright. This power issue is not going to be very good. I'm going to have to pause this. Oh wait, did it just balance out? What happened? Yeah, that power issue out of nowhere really just sidetracked. And it's freaking minus 22? Wait a minute, we're losing a lot of money off of that last power incident. Wait, what? Did I just really do that? Empty. Yeah, okay. Oh, hey me. Glad you just jumped in. I'm actually gonna cut this video short right now and restart up another one. I don't want to keep this video too long in case people want to study something. So I'm gonna cut this feed and then jump right back in 10 minutes. 10-minute break, you guys. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so you can catch the feed if you need any helpful tips, um, or if you need any other city bases to go off of. And I will get back in just a couple of minutes and we'll restart up the stream. How long is it now? 5 minutes. No, no, give me 10 minutes. Uh, it's 1:28. Pop the stream back up. And we'll continue. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Be right back.